So there's been a whole lot of talk about Lil Durk's case. This isn't going to be one of those videos where I'm talking about Lil Durk is cooked, maybe a little bit, but there's been all this speculation about how serious the charges are against Durk, what is the evidence, and unlike the David case, we really haven't seen the majority of the specific evidence that they're planning to use against Durk. Because a lot of the evidence that's referenced in the indictment, some of the most damning stuff, they're saying is testimony from somebody that was inside Durk's OTF circle, who is now testifying after being part of the crime. Okay, so there's been a lot of speculation about who the snitch is, if there are multiple snitches, and one of the names that had been brought up a whole bunch of times was OTF Jam. This was a member of OTF who Durk had apparently been close with. He had a serious case. He ended up getting out. There's a Durk lyric where he said he sent 50,000 to Jam and he doesn't talk crazy to Jam on the phone. Well, there've been all these rumors that Jam was the snitch, and a lot of people denied it. A lot of people said that it was true. They were saying, is there really evidence for it? Well, now it seems like OTF Jam has actually come out and admitted full blown that he is snitching. He's cooperating against Lil Durk. He's going to put away the kingpin to save himself. And ironically, he even compares himself to legendary mob gangster Sammy the Bull, who notoriously caught 19 bodies as a hitman for the mafia, ended up completely snitching. I think, was it John Gotti that he turned on in the end? But basically, he caught hella bodies and snitched, and he's got a podcast now. Sammy the Bull literally has a podcast. He makes videos. He makes content. 19 bodies to his name. Snitched on Gotti. Back outside, okay? So this is the post. So it says, OTF Jam is now home on house arrest, and he wants everyone that spoke down on him to slide on him. And now this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen a gangster do in the streets. He posted his address. He said 726 East 164th PH Place, fourth place, South Holland 30. This for anybody, and this for look. The OTF grammar definitely isn't a high standard. It said South Holland 30. This for and anybody else that feel like they like that I'm doing something that Sammy the Bull didn't do. I'm dropping my own location, fresh out on house arrest. I'm trying to see who trying to get it in blood. It was a whole lot of woofing going on when I was in jail. Now it's time to show and prove. So why? So you can tell 12? So him saying, all right, I ain't doing nothing that Sammy the Bull didn't do. That's him basically saying he's telling. This is like, honestly, it's kind of unheard. I'd never heard of anybody admitting so openly that they're telling. He said, for anybody else that feel like I'm doing something Sammy the Bull didn't do, it's like anyone else that feel like I'm doing something Sammy didn't do, I'm dropping my own location. So I don't know if this, it seems to me like he's admitting that he is involved in the telling. Anybody that feels like I'm doing something Sammy the Bull didn't do, he's saying like people that feel like I'm doing something Sammy didn't do, but Sammy snitched. So is he saying that for anybody that feels like I'm solid and doing what Sammy didn't do, which is snitching, if anyone feels that I'm solid, come and slide on me. I feel like maybe the grammar's just messed up in this. And what he's really trying to say is that anybody that feels like I'm doing something different to what Sammy the Bull did, or if anybody doesn't respect me for telling, like they respect Sammy the Bull for telling. So I'll give you a little bit of backstory on Sammy the Bull. Sammy Gravano, Salvatore Gravano, aka Sammy the Bull, an American mobster who rose to the position of underboss in the Gambino crime family of New York before becoming a government witness. Okay, as the underboss, Gravano played a major role in prosecuting John Gotti, the crime family's boss, agreeing to testify as a government witness against him and other mobsters in a deal. Replace the word John Gotti with Lil Durk, with Durk Banks, Lil Derek Banks, however you want to call him, okay? Lil Durk's getting done by... Lil Durk's going to go out like John Gotti, basically, okay? As part of an agreement, Gravano confessed involvement in 19 murders. He got the same amount of bodies as Youngboy. He was also responsible for other crimes, okay? He managed to just get out. He did a whole bunch of stuff, right? He was one of the highest ranking members of the five families, killed hella people, 19 bodies, okay? He ended up getting out of jail, all right? He entered the witness protection program in Colorado and left the program in 1995 after 8 months, moved to Arizona, and then he just started living openly. He started writing books. He's got a YouTube channel. I swear down, this guy's got a YouTube channel you can go and check out right now. He has his own YouTube channel. He's got a podcast titled Our Thing. All right, let's pull up Sammy the Bull's YouTube channel just so I can show you, because we might see the OTF Jam YouTube channel. And you know what, OTF Jam, if you're watching this, time for you to get your bag up, right? If you start reporting on the Durk case, oh, you probably can't, but if you start speaking out on some of these issues that everybody's been dragging your name into, you can get the bag. And why not? All right, why not? If Sammy the Bull's over here getting bags, look at this. This is a man with 19 bodies, all right? I've been thinking of doing a full documentary on Sammy the Bull. He really got he got 19 bodies, okay? I've got more subs than him, but he's got more bodies than me. That's where we're at, okay? Literally, Don of the Bull. I hear he's got a license plate that says Bull 19. He's got his amount of bodies on his license plate. This is a real thing. So OTF Jam is going out like Sammy the Bull, all right? And he's basically dropping his address and he's telling people to slide on him, okay? People are saying steppers are on the way 150 miles per hour, all right? It says, man, I stay in South Holland. Don't take your ass over there. You are going to jail, right? So he's saying he's staying in a nice area. Ain't no one going to slide. It says he wants someone to come and kill him so he hasn't got to take the stand at LMAO. So basically, I snitched and now I want to die. Putting MFs in the jam. Ain't nobody going to jail for a rat. Send somebody order him an Italian beef with Pepsi. He got to get endless orders of Italian beef at his door. All right, dude came home fresh from snitching. Ready to snitch again. On my way right now. Only dude on house arrest. Crash out waiting to happen. OTF done fell off so bad, folks. I can't even comprehend what this even means. Why can't these dudes spell correctly? Because they never studied or worked a day in their life. All fast money and empty heads. This dude been ready to crash. Well, looks like he got out that jam. Do you think someone's going to give him 50? Or do he got to ask again? He definitely got to ask a few more times, all right? He might have to ask his caseworker at the witness protection program. It says, dudes tell then get tough. I never understand that backwards ass logic. To each his own. YSL Woody came out after taking the stand tougher than ever. I wouldn't play with him. It says, anyone got smoked with dudes, stay far away from him. He talking down anything that come his way, lol. His neighbours don't deserve the evilness he's inviting to the suburbs by daring people to come to that address. Keep that stupid shit in the city. They're saying he's got to be slow. Nobody actually pulling up. They're just going to order a bunch of shit to his crib, right? Can't read it. Someone sum it up. Yeah, I snitch, but slide on me if you got issue about it, basically. Saying 30 must have dropped his low. All right. On my way. We're going to need some Reddit hounds to support us, though. Yeah. So this is legit, all right? And now he has basically been called out immediately after this news broke. People aren't feeling this, okay? This is Goldmouf calling out OTF Jam for ratting, showing up the post, and basically saying, how are you ratting and then getting tough online?
Name OTF Jam. First of all, you ain't no OTF no more, man. Like, you probably used to be a part of the family, but nigga, this the nigga that snitched on Lil Durk. They say the nigga is out of jail and on house arrest, right? The nigga had the audacity to post on motherfucking social media his whole address and location and talking about anybody that feel like they doing something or they want to do some shit to me, here go my location, pull up, nigga, I'm on that. Hold up, bro. Listen, man. Just to be clear, I'm talking about another snitch right now. I'm not talking about Lil Woody. But this nigga that snitched on Lil Durk, get out of jail, on house arrest, drop his location and tell everybody, if you got smoke, you want smoke, pull up. First of all, bitch ass nigga, check this out, Jam. Cause you ain't no OTF, nigga. You told because you didn't want to be in jail. You was trying to tell yourself out of a jam that you was in. So why would you come to the internet, my nigga, acting like you really want to commit a crime? Bitch, don't you know that crime places niggas in jail? You told to prevent yourself from going to jail for a crime that you committed. So now you get out of jail trying to act like you tough and you hard. You want to drop your location after you done told on him, man. You done got Lil Durk put in motherfucking jail, taken away from his family, taken away from his fans, from his loved one, a whole motherfucking man with kids incarcerated, and you want to get out of jail and brag like you a motherfucking gangster, knowing you told on Lil Durk, tried to set the man up so you can motherfucking get relieved of whatever other crimes you was accused of. So why the fuck these snitching ass niggas get out here and try to act like they motherfucking hard, like they gangsters, like they motherfucking want to commit crimes, like they want to be in jail? Criminals are in jail. You don't want to be in jail. That's the reason why you motherfucking told in the first place. So, man, y'all niggas that be snitching on niggas, man, stop acting like y'all niggas own that and living like that and want to crash out, bitch, because if you wanted to crash out, bitch, you would have never told in the first place. If you can stand jail, if jail don't bother you, if you don't give a fuck about laying down in prison for the rest of your life, you would have never told. So stop getting out here acting like y'all motherfuckers still gangsters after you done told on niggas, man. That shit ain't cool. Either you gonna be a motherfucking snitch or you gonna be a motherfucking gangster, man. Snitches ain't gangsters, man. Straight.
Man, it's interesting, right? People saying so did Gucci, did the same thing. They're saying Gucci posted something about Jam. They're saying, no, he got tough after he was snitching. They're saying he called out his twin. So look, there's some more comments on this. Shout out to Witty Apparatus. They're saying, well, it's pretty much confirmed that Jam is one of the informants and no one's going to touch him because it's going to make Durk's case look worse. Says, who the F really wants to sit in jail? How about this? Let's stop doing crime altogether. If you don't want to be snitched on, all that money Durk has and he still has to be worried about the street life, maybe he does need to lose it all. So nobody wants to sit in jail but don't do crimes. It's not that hard, right? It's not that hard. I agree, right? They're saying trying to bait people into jail. It is what it is, all right? They're saying that dude a rat, he ain't on nothing. I'll step on him. Nobody worried about his police ass. They're saying I thought Jam was reporting on himself. He was reportedly asking police questions when Lil Pab was killed, asking the guys what guns were used, who was the guys that did it, all kinds of stuff, and no one was giving him no info, like he was a fool, like he was asking fools wearing wires and shit. There's that video of him. People think he looks like he's wearing a wire. It says, good for him. Why is he going to do life in jail for people that don't give a damn about him? They're saying they bought him a new house, cars, and gave his broke ass some money. Saying, good, better than doing life in jail for people that won't answer your calls after 5 years. People saying another internet dude that doesn't know half of the story. Jam only ratted them guys, or should I say Durk, out because then people played recorded convos of him, of them calling Jam a send-off. They wasn't going to pay him for the work that he was putting in for them. Real talk, he was actually one of the only ones that was being solid about the whole situation until he learned that he was being true to a bunch of fake-ass dudes. It's still been coming out slowly but surely that Durk was out here backdooring and snaking his own guys. All right, anybody that wants to be part of that case, pull up. Why are you talking about his twin brother like that? Okay. He only saying that because he's on house arrest and there's loads of security and probably police. He wouldn't go walk through the hoods in Chicago again. They're calling him a rat. Dirty rat. Witness protection. Don't even try it. It's not cool to be gangster either. Stop normalizing it. Bro did all that yapping and said nothing for real. However, one thing I noticed is that he put blame on Jam for Durk or Dork being locked up when Dork is the one to blame. He's the one who sent that hit. He took himself away from his family, not Jam. Accountability is like kryptonite to these MFs. Lil Durk is in trouble, man. So what the F you talking about? Dude ass ratted and Shorty and them got caught up. You talking about accountability? What about Jam? Accepting his charges instead of ratting? You want to have it both ways, huh? He said there would be nothing he needed to rat about if Lil Durk didn't send the hit. It all starts with Lil Durk. I can't be mad at Jam because he don't want to be a broke dude in federal prison for life. Lil Durk got millions. He can have all the commissary he wants. Fuck him. Let Lil Durk be held accountable for what he started. I actually agree with that. Said, lol, you keep saying Durk trying to be funny. It's more than just Durk locked up for this shit. What about the other broke dudes and Jam's accountability? Right? So you probably don't see it in this way, but ratting is actually a form of an accountability. He's taking accountability by exposing what happened. That's facts. Accountability to society. You can't have Durk accidentally killing random people. Oh, whoops, we meant to kill Quando. We were sliding for Von. We killed Lil Pab. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing. An innocent man. Not even from here. But, you know, we was trying to slide for Von. No, we need to clean up these streets. Can't be having people getting killed random willy-nilly in Los Angeles. You joking? Said he ratted on Lil Durk, but he still admitted what he did. Not snitching is actually about avoiding accountability because you're trying to hide what happened and who was involved. Lil Durk, he better get comfortable where he is because he's exactly where he belongs. All right? This ain't a good look for Lil Durk. All right? Because OTF Jam was very, very much involved. He was referenced in several songs by Lil Durk. He was deeply involved in the OTF criminal enterprise. Yes, the OTF criminal enterprise. All right? It's over. It's over. Okay. So the fact that the OTF Jam is speaking so openly about being the Sammy the Bull in this case, Sammy the Bull went on to have a long, illustrious career, 19 bodies. He took his accountability. He managed to get out. Now he's doing podcasts. We might see Jam doing the same thing. And I tell you what, I think it's very, very unlikely that we're going to see Lil Durk out here doing podcasts ever again. So that's just my thoughts. All right, don't crucify me in the comments, you guys. You guys hate when I spit these facts, but Jam is out here wearing the snitch jacket openly. Terrible news for Lil Durk. Catch you in the next video.